Y'all, super quick, I'm not even vlogging for real, but why am I in TJ Maxx Marshalls and I found my mousse for $3, y'all? Get into it, yes. Hey, you guys. Whew, it has been some time, okay, since I have picked up the camera and like vlogged. Girl, like forever. It's been a little more than 40 days since my last YouTube video that I posted on YouTube. Haven't picked up a camera. I have been playing around with a little bit of editing, but that's really it, y'all. Like, I really haven't worried too much about content. I've been trying to deal with my feelings and everything and all of the things. But y'all, I went to Marshall's yesterday. First of all, your girl has been shopping, okay? I've been grief shopping, okay? Do as I say, not as I do, okay? I was in Marshall's because I was looking for something to wear to my grandmother's funeral. But y'all, I actually found my all-time favorite mousse so far is the Aunt Jackie's Frizz Patrol mousse. So I found it, y'all, and it was on clearance for $3. So of course I had to get one. Mine is almost gone. Like, I think I might have a style or two, and it was sold out on Amazon. So like, I was hoping to just stumble onto it, and for $3, y'all, I'm so excited. I also, like I said, y'all, I got a ton of gift cards from my job from Amazon. So your girl has been buying, okay? Y'all saw the bookshelf, you know, all of that. But one of the things that I wanted to purchase in memory of my dad, my dad was a Marine. So we have this picture of him. I'll insert the picture of him because I love the picture. My dad looks super young and all of that, and it's just so freaking cute. Or I'll put it on this side actually. And a part of his uniform was the hat, so I ordered a little Christmas tree decoration, and it is in the Marine uniform hat. So hopefully you guys can see it, but it has the little emblem for the Marine Corps. And so I of course got one for myself, but I also got one for my mom and my sister too. And then y'all, today is also the book outlet $5.99 sale. Now y'all know me, okay? And y'all saw I posted that mega book haul. Girl, I had my work cut out for me. But yeah, I definitely ordered like 16 books. Yeah, but in all fairness, y'all, it's like $5.99 all the books, like all fiction books. So I literally was just in Barnes and Noble with my mom. That book was like $32 in Barnes. I got it for $5.99. A lot of them, the ones that I purchased, were hardcovers, or there was availability in hardcovers, but there were some that I already had books that were paperback, so I want to maintain, you know, that type of thing. But yeah, definitely ordered like 16 books, but like 16 books for $85 is actually a steal to me. So I have absolutely no regrets. And then I'm hoping that next weekend I'm able to take these braids out, because I'm just ready to let them go, to be honest. It has been, I think today makes a month, so next week will be like 5 weeks. So it's just time to wrap these up. Like, girl, my scalp is itchy and I'm just ready to wash my hair and play in my products, okay? And considering the circumstances, y'all know I'm a product junkie, so I am probably going to be pulling out like my best of my best products that I know that I'm going to love, or just are expensive, or I have super high expectations of. I'm going to pull out those sorts of products probably for the foreseeable future, child, because hair products, y'all know I love me a good old hair product, and I'm gonna need some pick-me-up. So why not? I saved them for special occasions, special circumstances. What's better than now? Period. So I will see you guys when I see you.
Happy on the asset social. Loyalty over royalty. I never want to buy.
Hey you guys, I'm back. It's actually, listen, it's literally the next day from when I told you guys I filmed the last portion. I'm not gonna say the kid is back just yet, like 100% and everything, especially as like I transition into putting content back out there. Like, I think that this is gonna be a long vlog, like time wise. Like I said yesterday, I am off today, tomorrow, and then it's Saturday, Sunday. And y'all, I didn't realize how bad I needed this time. Like, I start work at 8:30, so I usually get up at about 8, and like my body naturally just usually gets up around that time. I'm just one of them people. But y'all, when I tell y'all today I slept, and it was like 10:30 when I got up, which was absolutely insane. I almost never sleep that late, but I also went to bed early, so like your girl must have been tapped, okay? But I just really wanted to relax, chillax, do my thing today. I got on a new pair of jams, y'all. Let me show y'all actually, because it has been something that I purchased in my absence, and y'all know I'm usually a sharer. So this is the set, y'all. It's literally just like a little two-piece set, shorts, and then, you know, just the top. And I actually got this set. It was I think they were $5 each. Was that it? I don't know. I picked them up from Pink last weekend. Me and my cousins went to the mall, child. I don't know why I went to the mall with them. That's when I actually picked up the K Ali. Did I tell y'all? No, I guess not. This is a part of the vlog. Oh, should I go get it? Let me go get it. Hold on. So me and my cousins somehow ended up at the mall. I wanted to go to Sephora because I ran out of what is one of my favorite scents right now. It's the K Ali Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I had the like little travel size, the one in the tube. And so I have loved this so much. First of all, I feel like I got that fairly recently. I think I got that, was that my last birthday? I think that might have been my last birthday. So I picked that up in February and it's gone. It was gone in October. Okay, so I really have enjoyed using it. So I went ahead and picked up the big one. Now that's what I was going to the mall for. I didn't even need to go to the mall. I needed to go to Sephora, but we ended up at the mall. So I picked this one up, and then I did pick up the Fleur Heavy Cream fragrance mist. I am just about finished with my Philosophy, what is it, Fresh Cream? Is that the one? Fresh Cream? I think that's the one that I'm just about finished with. And I love that. It goes well with literally anything. If I want to do like fruity undertones and then do like a, you know, so it can be like a strawberries and cream type vibe, or, you know, whatever. And I just wanted to try something new. I do like that one, but I finished a whole full-size bottle of that. So why not go ahead and try something new? And so I picked up the Heavy Cream. I will say this one is a mist. So, and I think it was maybe $28. Which is right on par with the Brazilian Bum Bum creams and stuff. But I really like the way it smells. I will have to experiment with how long it lasts. But y'all, I'll be right back. My camera's dying. Okay, yeah, y'all. So, like, don't mind the mess on the couch, okay, child? Y'all know me, okay? So, yeah, like I said, I am really just chilling today. I did have to get up and go to the grocery store, child. I want to cook tonight. So I picked up some chicken, but also they had my favorite chips on sale. They were 2 for $6, and I was gonna get the big bag, but the big bag was $7, so I was like, I might as well just pay $6 for 2 of the medium-sized bags. I love Cheetos Puffs. Can never go wrong, okay? And then since I was out, I was like, oh girl, you should get a coffee. Got a coffee, y'all. One of the last vlogs that I posted before my dad passed away, ooh, girl, it's still be a little hard to say that, okay? Y'all gonna have to bear with me on that. But before my dad, he was trying to get me to go to this coffee place, and I never went. He met me this one time when I was grocery shopping and brought me a coffee, and I did like the coffee, but I just never found myself at this place. Girl, now I found myself constantly at this coffee place, okay? So shout out to dad, okay? Shout out to my daddy, okay? But they have this, it's called Poppin' Pumpkin, and you can get it iced, hot, whatever. So I get a Poppin' Pumpkin latte. And hear me out, I'm not a pumpkin type of girl. Like, I could do a pumpkin spice once a season. Like, pumpkin's not my zhuzh, you know what I'm saying? This doesn't give super pumpkin-y. I think the cold foam is more pumpkin than the actual coffee. But what really sets this off, y'all, they have like Pop Rocks on top. I don't know if they're pumpkin Pop Rocks. I don't know if they're just like vanilla. I don't know. But the Pop Rocks on top, first of all, it adds texture, which I love. But also, it just tastes so good. And y'all know me, I get it extra sweet. Okay? It's just so good, y'all. And then while I was out, I also picked up a little 1-2 from Chick-fil-A. I haven't been really feeling Chick-fil-A all like that. Okay? I can count on one hand how many times I've went in the past 3 months. Like, I feel like they said that I don't know what they did with the chicken, but the chicken is not the same, and I don't like it too much. But anyway, I'm cooking tonight. I'm gonna do like some like Italian baked chicken type of situation. I might include some of that in the vlog because I'm not doing anything else today, so I could pick up the camera. I want to clean some makeup brushes between today and tomorrow. I want to begin editing my video because I want my where have I been type video to go up on Monday. Today is Thursday at 1:30, so I think today I'm just going to take the day to really relax. I might put the footage on my computer, and then maybe tomorrow morning I do that. But I also have funeral things that I have to be at this weekend as well. But yeah, so one of the goals that I have for this long weekend is for me to finish this book that I'm reading. This is called Sweetly, and it is written by Jackson Pierce, and I would say I'm about 50% through. I'm literally like almost 50% through, and y'all, I got everything purple. So I have this purple bookmark that has my name on it, and it is so freaking cute. My girl Lady Smash made this for me. She actually sent me a couple like bookish things, which was so kind of her. So I'm using that bookmark that she made me, and then I have this little purple pastel highlighter, which y'all, I gotta say, I absolutely hate these. I think that I picked this up when Rite Aids were closing in my area, and y'all know I love to highlight and annotate my little books. Not as much as some of the other girls and guys, but I do. These are just so like faint, it's like you can barely see them, or I gotta go over it 100 times. So wouldn't recommend a pastel highlighter if anybody's asking. But anyway, so this book is basically like a Hansel and Gretel retelling, more or less. So we're following two siblings. Gretchen is the girl, and then Ansel is the boy. And when they were children, they were in the woods, and something like abducted their sister. And so fast forward 18 years later, both of their parents have passed away. They're living with their stepmother, who kicks them out, and they're basically on a road trip trying to figure out where they're going to go. They land in this random little hole in the wall town that nobody's there. People have just been leaving. There's things that live in the forest. Girl, there's a crazy man. Like, girls have gone missing. Like, it's that sort of thing. And there's this random candy lady who lives in the woods making chocolates and all of that sort of stuff, and they end up staying with her what feels like forever in this book. Like, I don't understand how they didn't feel like they wore out their welcome, but you know, they're 18, you know, that's 26-year-old to me and speaking, but you know, whatever. So that's where I'm at in the book, and the girl Gretchen has linked up with the crazy man because she almost got killed by one of the monsters in the woods and all of that. So I picked this one up off my shelf because right now I really can't focus too much on like heavy books. Like, I love me some Kennedy Bryant, I love me some Daniel Black, I love books like that have substance, that grip you up, that, you know, make you cry. You know, I love to cry in a book, okay? But I just can't go for anything too heavy right now, you know, due to the circumstances, okay? So this is one that I have had on my shelf for literal years and years and years and years and years. So I decided to go ahead and pick this one up, and like I said, I'm about halfway through. I'm hoping I'll have this one finished today, or probably not today, but at least tomorrow. It is a pretty fast read. It does keep you captivated and interested, but there's some weird things that, you know, just don't make sense to me in the book. And one of the things that's annoying me the most is there continues to be these random nods to like the Confederacy, and I really have no idea like what that has to do with the book. Like, it came up very frequently, and I don't know if that's like the author didn't make, anyway, I've just noticed it one too many times to the point where I usually take notes in my phone just to like, so that when I do my reviews and stuff that I'm able to tell you guys. And though I do like the book, that is just such a random little detail that I feel like just keeps, because it keeps being brought up, and I don't know if it's going to be something that's brought up later in the book as to like what's with the monsters and all of that. I don't know. But that's something that I've noticed because it's happened so frequently. But yeah, I'm hoping that today I will finish this. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and eat my little bit of lunch, drink my coffee, and watch my 600-Pound Life. I've been loving that lately. That's one of my comfort shows. I've been watching that. I have been watching the Murdaugh situation that's on Hulu. Hulu's on thin ice with me, okay? Hulu's on thin ice with me. I'm not even gonna hold you. But I've been watching that over there, and that's pretty good. If you're a crime show girl or guy, highly recommend. Y'all know I love me a crime show, and I've seen other networks do this story before, but I will say this is actually really good, and it's a multi-part series, so I really like it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat my lunch, clean up a little bit, you know, hang out, and maybe I will film some cooking, that sort of stuff. I don't know, but I'll see you guys soon. I miss you guys so much. I'm so excited to be back talking to y'all. Like, ugh, I love y'all now. So I'll see you soon. This is a song for the good girl. Won't be do it all for a good girl one time. This is a song for the good girl. Don't sleep when you know you got a good girl one time. This is a song for the good girl. For the good girl one time. This is a song for the good girl. And I still keep it real. Good morning, you guys. Today is now Sunday. It is 10:13 in the morning, and y'all, I don't know why I thought yesterday that I was gonna be able to just take these braids out and it was just gonna be a quick little 1-2. I started at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I didn't finish until like 5:30. I don't even know what took me so long. I truly don't know. Okay, I really don't. But here we are, and for whatever reason I just naturally like woke up. My sleep pattern is definitely not the same. I don't really sleep all the way through the night. I don't sleep like super long. Y'all know I'm a napper. Okay, I'm a napper. But as far as like long periods of sleep, you know, so yeah, I am super excited, y'all, because y'all know that first wash after you take the braids out, when that water hits your head, friend, like it truly is like nothing else. So I decided I'm just gonna come and talk to you guys while I pre-poo. I did get a couple clips while I was taking my braids down, but girl, it was so late. And I wasn't like tired, but like I just wasn't trying to pull out the camera and, you know, do the whole 9. I'm going to show you guys the wash day lineup that I have lined up for today. So as far as like a pre-poo, because I literally just took the braids out, I separated them, I didn't put anything on my hands, like girl, literally nothing. So I have this Briogeo Scalp Revival charcoal and tea tree build-up detox spray. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on my scalp just to give my scalp a little bit of extra relief. I have never tried this product. I've had it in my stash at least a year and it still has never been opened, so I decided why not go ahead and try this today. It basically says that you put it on your scalp for 15 minutes before you shampoo your hair. Now mine will probably be on closer to an hour and then some, because we're about to let this pre-poo sit before of course I go ahead and get in the shower. Now the pre-poo that I'm going ahead and I'm going to use this one up today because it's always mission use up the stash. This one is from Pattern. This is the bounce back pre-poo treatment. I do have a whole review on this one, but I didn't love this. Like, I think that if you're like a straight natural or a blown out natural, that this would be better. But for me, I'm typically curly. I will only use this when my hair was blown out. And even with that, for me, it wasn't something that I felt like I had to have in my stash. Y'all know that Pattern products are pretty pricey. They like start at $25. So for me, this isn't a repurchase. It's, you know, just something to use up, but that's not gonna be enough pre-poo. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go in with the Curlsmith Bond Rehab Salve, or I might just end up going in with like my Just For Me pre-poo, or I do have an African Pride one. Whatever one is open, I might just slap that on my hair and then we follow up with one of the other ones. And then as far as cleansing my hair, I do have 2 cleansers. I'm gonna go ahead and with the Melanin Black Soap Shampoo. This is gonna be my new clarifying shampoo. I finished up the Bask and Bloom, so I had to pull out something else, and Melanin just doesn't speak to me. I don't know, like I think that this shampoo is cool, but it can be definitely clarifying. Black soaps, you know, can be that way, and it's just so much product. It's 16 ounces. I do have a pretty nice dent that's missing, but and then I have the Sacred Hydrating Shampoo. Very good hydrating shampoo, moisturizing shampoo. It's just a really good one. I thoroughly enjoy that. As far as my mask, I am going in actually with the African Pride Feel It Formula mask. I really enjoy this collection, y'all, and I feel like especially coming you know, out of this protective style that I've had in for over a month, I want to make sure that I go ahead and give my hair some protein, but I also don't want to shock my hair and just do too much. So I figure a nice moisture protein mask would be cool. and this one has slipped, so I probably will be detangling throughout this entire wash day process, and this mask is definitely a good pick for that. And then y'all, last but not least, my stylers are actually from Mayel. I think that I did include this combo in a vlog at some point. It's the leave-in conditioner, which is just about gone. This will be gone today. It's not even enough to cover like my full head. Like I'm slapping this on, no sections, just applying where I can. And then I do also have the pomegranate and honey maximum holds gel styler. Listen, y'all know Mayel, I don't really get down with Mayel like that, but this combo has seen me multiple times. In the short time span that I tried this, it has seen me multiple times, and I trust my hair with this combo immediately after a protective style. For me, I like to let my hair breathe a little bit, so y'all know I love me a good old braid out, but especially when I first take my hair out, I try to stick with a wash and go just so that my hair can breathe. It can do what it wants naturally. So yeah, that's my wash day lineup today. So I went ahead and got my clips, of course, so that we can go ahead and figure out how we're gonna get through these tangles and this pre-poo, y'all. But this is what my hair is looking like. I cannot believe how freaking long my hair is. It's just like, girl, where did all of this hair come from? So yeah, I figured we would just sit down and have a little kiki, a little chat, because y'all, I have been gone for so long, and it's like everything has changed and absolutely nothing at the same time. Of course, the big thing is that my dad isn't here, and y'all, I hate it so bad. And I have my moments. It's like I could be cool 1 minute, and then 10 minutes later I hear a song, I think of something, or like just a memory, you know, passes in my mind, and it just like it's truly just the worst. Okay, sorry y'all, I'm back. My mom called, so I had to take a minute and answer the phone for my girl. I don't remember what I was talking about, but things have just been like very different, like in ways that like I could have never truly imagined. Yeah, and y'all know one thing about me, I have always been very open about grief. Y'all know I had a friend pass away this summer. I had a cousin who passed away years ago, but that left a imprint on me and my sister pretty seriously. So I don't know, it's different with my dad because, like, you know, he's my dad. So yeah, y'all, just so much stuff that is just different. And I do want to give you guys, there's a gnat in here, I do want to give you guys just a heads up, because I probably will talk about it a lot in vlogs coming up, because like my life just truly will never look the same without my dad. And I don't know, like it's just, I just truly cannot imagine my life without my dad. Like, and I'm young and I still feel like I need him, you know, just trying to, you know, figure out a new normal, so to speak, but like it doesn't feel normal, you know what I mean? As far as the spray, y'all, it just feels like a spray. It don't feel no minty. It says it's made with charcoal and tea tree. I'm not getting no minty. I will say my scalp, you know, it's been a long time, so I don't know if it's just not penetrating all the way or what, but I'm definitely not feeling anything crazy. But yeah, so I also got a new bookshelf, y'all, as if I needed a new bookshelf. And I think I told you guys that I have an order coming from Book Outlet. It was just their $5.99 sale, so I got like 14 books. Ooh. Which honestly, y'all, sounds crazy, but in reality I paid like less than $90 with shipping. So like, y'all know that reading is one of my escapes of choice, and it's been difficult because like there's times where I just can't focus, or I just can't sit as long, or certain things like sort of trigger me in books and that sort of stuff. So it's a work in progress, but I am almost finished with my book that I'm currently reading. It's called Sweetly by Jackson Pierce. Definitely not my favorite, but I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about that. I know I already told y'all about it, but when I finish, I will let y'all know. I think I have maybe about 100 pages, so I'm hoping to actually be pretty darn productive today, because I go back to work tomorrow. I need to edit my Where Am I Now video, because that is not done, and I really want to push myself to get that done for tomorrow. And so I will probably do that while I have this pre-poo sitting in. I'll probably let this sit for about an hour or so, and I will probably just make some coffee and edit while I do that. I'm going to, of course, wash my hair. That'll be the bulk of my day. And then I would love to be able to read more. Like, I would love to be able to finish this book, to be honest. I don't know if that's really going to happen. And then there is a Steelers game tonight at 8:20 or 8:30 or, you know, something like that. So I'm going to sit at home on my couch and watch that as well. So yeah, football is definitely not the same without my dad. My dad was a diehard Steelers fan, like to the point, like at his wake, we told people to wear, you know, his Steeler gear, because my dad truly never got caught without having his Steeler gear on. My boy was a diehard for real. Watching football and not being able to call my dad and kiki about, you know, what's going on or ask him questions is, girl, difficult for me. And I don't think that'll ever really change, because I love football, but I love football because of my dad. Like, so yeah, y'all, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be so incredibly different growing up without my dad. Like, and I keep saying growing up without my dad because, like, girl, I still have questions. I'm 26, girl. Like, growing up, like, sister does not know everything that I'm supposed to do, what I should do. Like, girl, I will call my dad, okay? And it's just everything is just so incredibly strange and different, and I don't love it, okay? I don't love it. It's gonna take a long time, and I don't think I'll ever be like right, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's a lot of people who say, like, you know, you'll never be the same, you learn to live with it type of thing. And I definitely think that's, you know, eventually I will be able to learn to live with it. But I do think that I think about things that he would miss. Like, y'all, I might have told y'all this already, I don't know. One of my things that I think about often is, like, who's gonna walk me down the aisle? Like, girl, ain't no man in sight. Girl, ain't no man in sight. Like, what man? First of all, who am I getting married to, sister? I don't know. But when it comes time for that, like, who's gonna want me? Like, my dad's not here, who's gonna want me down the aisle? Or, you know, when I have a kid and, you know, they don't meet my dad, like, oh my goodness, like, I just can't imagine, like, those big things to happen and my dad isn't right there, because, like, my dad would be right there, he wouldn't miss a beat. So, girl, it's strange. Everything is just so incredibly strange. So yeah, that's enough talking about my dad. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this pre-poo because I've been sitting here talking for a little minute and I don't want to have, you know, half the vlog of me sitting here. But as far as my hair feels, my hair doesn't feel great at all. I think this pre-poo, there's some proteins and stuff in it, and I think that, you know, it does something for my hair, but for me, I don't think that it's enough. This is just something to use up the stash. It's not something that I can recommend if you're, like, you know, similar to me and that you wear your hair curly most of the time, or even if your hair tangles a bit after being straight for a long time, or blown out or anything like that, because this product to me is very wet, very, very watery, so it doesn't necessarily have slip in that way, which is what I use pre-poos for personally. Sometimes there's, you know, you just want a little coating on your hair, but for me, it's not, you know, like, I'm not breaking down Miss Tracy's door to get the bounce back pre-poo, if that, you know, makes sense. So, and then I probably will go in just on top with the aloe based pre-poo just to really go ahead and try to get some things off my, you know, scalp, just to get as much shed hair out before you get in the shower, because baby, once the water hits that, then it starts to get crazy, you know what I mean? So yeah, girl. So yeah, y'all, I am going to show you guys just some, like, home improvement things that I have done to my apartment, because my job did send me gift cards, girl, just like randomly out the blue. And I was able to pick up a few things, and just things that, you know, just make my life a little bit better. So of course I told you guys I got a new bookshelf, which I absolutely love her, but I also got, like, under the sink organizers, or like little random stuff like that. I also want to show you guys I received some gifts in the mail. My girl Curls with Kia, she sent me a mask from Sultanicals that is like mink, kink, sink, drink, something like that. Y'all know how Sultanicals be with the names and stuff. But it was so thoughtful. She was like, girl, when I saw this, I thought of, you know, MinksKinks. And I said, oh, period. Sultanicals, what y'all trying to do? Like, y'all got a deep conditioner named after me. And the girl didn't even know. Like, girl. So yeah, I will show you guys some of that stuff. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna do a quick little like house updates type of situation. Girl, I still have this pre-poo in my hair, so don't mind me, girl. I got pajamas on, but you know, I'm living, I'm vibing, whatever. And I just want to show you some of the things that I have purchased. And actually want to start on my feet, y'all. I picked up the Crocs slippers and I love them so ferociously. Like, oh my gosh, I love them. Y'all know I did a very large book haul of things that I had purchased right before the break, during the break, after the break. Baby, I was grieving, so like I was buying what I wanted to buy. Okay, so this is what the bookshelf is looking like, and I've done a little bit of shuffling around, but I'm just gonna start here. I did pick up quite a few books, just that I was interested in. Long After We're Gone by Tara Shelton Harris. She's the same author who wrote One Summer in Savannah, and I enjoyed that. She came out with this one. This sounds really, really good. And then also she has another release in, I believe, February. So I want to try that. I picked up 2 books from Tiffany D. Jackson. Y'all know I love her down. I picked up Razorblade Tears. I picked up some more Tayari Jones because I'm really excited. I think I'm going to love her writing. Just like some random stuff. Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo. I think that's how you say her last name, girl, but y'all know I be butchering everything, okay? So that's the bookshelf. She's still massive and beautiful. And then I also have this absolutely stunning Peace Lily. His name is David, and he is literally so adorable. So my dad's name was Leon David, and when he was in trouble, I would say Leon David. Okay. My dad always said he had like 4 moms because he had 2 daughters, me and my sister, and then my mom, his wife, and then his actual mom passed away a couple years ago. But yeah, so he always said that he had 4 moms. So I would yell at him, and when I would yell at him, his name would be Leon David. So that is why the plant has that name, but it is absolutely stunning. Moving along to my hair shelf, y'all, it is nothing that different because obviously I had my hair in the protective style, but I will say I'm starting to notice little holes in my shelf, things that are getting used up. Even the things that I have off to the side, like can tell a little bit of a difference. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself. I obviously have a ways to go, child. I still have a hair store, but yeah. So one of the things that I got on my break, I actually didn't purchase any products, I don't believe, but one of the things that I got was this Sultanicals Strawberry MinksKinks Sink deep conditioning drink. And my girl Curls with Kia, love her down. She actually sent this and a few other things to me, and that was just so freaking kind. And she was like, oh girl, when I saw it, I knew I had to get it, and it reminded me of you. So I'm super excited to try this, girl. It is one of the liters. It's 32 ounces, so I'm super excited to get into that, but I'm gonna leave it sealed tight until I'm ready to use it, okay? Because y'all know I got a million things open, but I'm super excited. I think this will be perfect in like the summertime, spring, summer, you know, strawberry. I don't know, girl, that gives me spring, summer. So yeah, y'all, that is what I got from Kia. And then y'all, we're actually in my kitchen, and like I said, I got some under the sink organizers. It seems like there's never enough space, so I figured this would be a good way to like maximize my space. I picked these up on Amazon, so I will of course link everything that I can in my Amazon storefront. It's always in the description box. I picked these ones up. They're black. They look similar to like my bookshelves, all of them, the ones with wood and the black one that I have, the hair shelf. I just wanted it to be uniform. It slides out. I built this on my own, y'all, and it wasn't hard to build at all. They all come out and everything, and it's just been such a welcomed like thing that made my life easier. So I love this. All right, y'all, I have a few more random things. The first one, we're going to start actually with this candle. My girl, Dr. My Curls, again, love her down. Love her down. She actually lost her father not too long ago. I want to say it was this year as well, or end of last year. I'm not sure. But listen, her and Kia both lost their dads. Kia's dad was also a Marine. And I don't know, like, they have been so, so good to me. Like, I just cannot get over how just like kind you guys are to me. Like, oh my gosh. Like, anyway, child, don't get me started on a tangent, child. But B sent me a little care package full of goodies, like self-care things, and one of the things she sent was this Just Hugs candle, and it's like lavender. Yeah, it's lavender scented. And y'all, I had it over here with my candles to put on display because I've already been burning her down. So B, this is absolutely delish. Love this. Okay, y'all, don't mind my closet doors being open, child. I got cleaning and laundry and stuff to do. But before we go ahead and get into the bookshelf, another one of my good girlfriends, love me some Natural Ray Ray. She actually sent me this Daily Prayers for Grieving Hearts, and I am so super excited to put this in my daily routine. I think it's needed, and I want to start my day with these prayers just to guide me throughout the day. So I appreciate this so, so much. So thank y'all to my girlfriends. I love y'all down so, so much. Oh my goodness, cannot. So y'all, I did get a new bookshelf. Okay, I did, and oh my goodness, I am super obsessed with her. And as you guys can see, I have a ton of space where I, just have room to grow. So we'll start at the top. I have all of these books up here. These are books that I've read, books that I've really enjoyed, books that I want to look at every day because I think about the characters all the time. Like, when I tell you I think about Brooklyn literally all the time. I rate it As You Wish 5 stars. I want to reread Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson, One Summer in Savannah. Y'all know how much I love A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. Y'all already know. And then I did go ahead and get a candle warmer. Again, I got this from Amazon, so I'll put this, and actually the bookshelf is from Amazon as well. And let me tell y'all, I built this by myself, period. Girl boss. And and I will link this in the storefront as well because it was pretty easy. But yeah, this is so freaking adorable. Let me turn it on. Hopefully it doesn't look weird. Okay, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. So yes. Oh, and I forgot something else, y'all. I'll show y'all that in a minute. But yes, this is a candle warmer, and I have my all-time favorite candle ever. I would say just for Bath and Body Works, but it's really ever. It's the Midnight Blue Citrus from them. I'm gonna turn the light off because I don't want a candle lit right now. But then you go down to the next shelf, and this is like my own personal shrine to my dad. So I got this super cute like little frame. My dad had 2 daughters, so like, he got used to the girlish things. But it is a picture of me and my dad from my high school graduation. And like I said, my dad was a Marine, so I put his dog tags up here as well. I have my tissues, my favorite book ever. And oh my goodness, y'all know I love Don't Cry For Me by Daniel Black, but it's literally letters from a dying dad to his son. And I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to read this book without like thinking of my own dad. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be ridiculous. But I have this candle here. It says Always in My Bookish Era. I burn it sometimes, but it's more for decoration. I do have a couple books here. The only one that is new is actually Junie. I picked this one up. I read it from the library initially, but I love this book, so I bought a copy of my own, period. And then we go down to the next shelf. I have Black Cake on display because I really enjoyed Black Cake this year. And the cover is, again, beautiful. I've read all of these books on this side. And then this one I have not, but just like pretty covers again. And then again, we go down a little bit more. On this bottom shelf, there's nothing down there, so I have room to grow. Like I said, I have a book outlet order coming, so I don't know how long it's going to be empty, but this is a little memory box. I've had this for freaking ever. It just has pictures, like old cards, like, that sort of stuff. I have a couple books here. Again, just random books. I picked up a few of those from the library. And then, y'all, I found the viral bow bookends. And would you believe me if I said I got these from Five and freaking Below? I think it was like $5.55. Like, absolutely adorable. Okay, y'all, I promise we're almost done with the like home update situation, but I also picked up this lamp, and y'all, I absolutely love it. My apartment is one of those apartments where it doesn't have like a ceiling light. There's the one over in my dining room, but outside of that, I just have this lamp right here. But this has done absolutely everything that I wanted it to, and it just has this little clicker here, and it starts out dim, but you're able to brighten the way that you want to. So it's definitely been an added bonus to have, and it has changed the game for me, especially now that we're going into like cooler weather. Like, it's actually cold outside now, and y'all know the it gets dark earlier, and just having a light like that just to like keep me awake has really done something for me. You would think it's simple, but like, girl, I don't know. Okay guys, so I made it back home. I actually did a random impromptu Trader Joe's run after I finished my wash and go, which y'all, I will say this combo just does it every time, and it doesn't take much. I did finish the leave-in, but I think I'm only about a third of the way through the gel, so I still have quite a bit to go. But I was on TikTok, and this lady was talking about these cornbread pita chips, and I just couldn't stop thinking about them. So I just took my butt on down to Trader Joe's, and then I did go to Lane's as well to pick up a chicken sandwich, because it is Steelers Sunday, period, and game days, like I said, are hard for me. So I figured, let me go ahead and pick up my little cornbread pita chips, okay, and something for dinner. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you guys what I got real quick, and then I'm basically just gonna clean and watch the game tonight. I have to do one more run through for my video for tomorrow, but I'm super excited. And y'all, when I tell y'all I feel like Beyonce doing a secret upload, because I haven't said anything, I'm just gonna drop it and, you know, put it out there and see what it does and everything. As a creator, I feel like it's natural to have some anxiety because I haven't posted. It's been almost 2 months since I posted a video, and there's of course just some anxiety about like coming back, getting back in your rhythm, getting, you know, all of the things. So I'm just going to drop it and do what it does. So everything else, I will say, I pretty much got done today, with the exception of finishing my book. I think I have 106 pages, so I probably won't read a whole lot tonight because it's an 8:30 game. So chill, by the time it's over, I'm gonna be ready to wrap it up and go to bed. But I definitely want to finish the book tomorrow. And I checked my book outlet order, and it's already in the city. I ordered it, if it was 5 days ago, I mean, it literally got here at lightning speed, and I, like I said, ordered like 14 books. So that will be here tomorrow. So I definitely will talk to you guys tomorrow. Let me tell y'all something. I had to come back to tell y'all about these snacks. First of all, these cornbread crisps are delicious. They're definitely more like a pita chip, and it almost tastes like a cracker, but then you get that aftertaste of cornbread, and it is sweet and salty. Like, it doesn't give too much one or the other. I could eat these literally all the time. Like, as y'all can see, I went and got these yesterday. So let's just say I'm glad I got 2. And then I made this for dinner tonight, y'all. As you guys can see, the plate is not made, but I just tried it. I just made like some cilantro lime type of rice, and I tried it together, y'all. Delicious. Absolutely will be a repurchase. So I gotta say, these 2 from Trader Joe's, absolute hits. Hey you guys, happy, what's today, Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Y'all, I'm back in my curly form, okay? And y'all, I gotta say, okay, let me tell y'all. So I went ahead and styled my hair this week with the Mayo Pomegranate and Honey collection. I used the leave-in conditioner. Girl, this is gone. I enjoyed using this up, but we'll talk more about this in the empties. And then I went ahead and paired it with the Max Hold Styler. Now, if I could tell you anything, I could tell you that this is not Max Hold. I've done this combo itself maybe 2 or 3 times. I really like the combo. It goes on so easy. Like, my hair is moisturized, my hair is defined, but I feel like my hair could and should have more hold, especially because I'm doing this, y'all. It is cold outside. I'm talking, it's like 50 degrees, it's windy as all get out. So in the wintertime, you know, if you know, you know, I typically don't leave my house as much as usual because I work from home. So I don't have to worry too much about like playing with the weather and like all of that stuff. And it's not that my hair looks bad. I did go ahead and band it a bit while I was at work today because I knew that I had to run out to do some groceries. And it's not that it looks bad, y'all, but there is just very little to no hold, okay? And it's not that it looks bad, but it's like, I don't expect all of my stylers to last me a week, right? But I expect them to last me more than a couple days. And definitely, if something's saying Max Hold, I have higher expectations. Now, I will say this leave-in's gone, so I'm going to have to experiment some more with some of my other leave-ins. I also have a couple other Mayel leave-ins. So I'm going to play around with this and see if maybe I get different results with different products. But it's not that it looks bad. It's just not my favorite. It's just not my best. And especially since, again, today's Wednesday, so I wanted something where my hair was just going to breathe anyway, because it's been, you know, ripped tied down in the braids and everything. So I wanted something that wasn't going to be super strong hold, because I don't feel like I need that right now. But I do just wish that it had like the bottom parts of my hair, y'all know that's like the thickest, the like coarsest, and the most dense down there, and it's virtually no hold. Virtually none. And like I said, my sister's birthday is on Friday, and we're doing something on Saturday. We're gonna do like an axe throwing go-kart situation. So I'm probably gonna do like an overnight braid out type of situation. I probably won't put no products, or I may just stretch it out and hope for the best, because I do want to go ahead and use my Bond Rehab salve. No reason in particular. I have it open. I do have an Olaplex number 3 as well. Whatever the pre-poo is in the jar, but I'm pretty sure that's number 3. But that's not open. So I'm gonna try and use up the Bond Rehab salve. I've only used it once, or I think I've only used it once actually. We'll say once or twice, but I'm pretty sure I only used it the one time. And to be honest, now don't shoot the messenger here, but I feel like it's a little overhyped. Now I will say my hair doesn't have damage per se, outside of like, you know, like my end splitting, which everybody's gonna have split ends. Other than that, like every day, maybe some mechanical from when I use combs and brushes and stuff, but like nothing too crazy. I don't have color or anything, so nothing like that. I don't know, maybe it's just something that my hair doesn't need. I don't know. But anyway, child, that is not why I came to talk to y'all today, but I figured since the hair was out, I needed to give y'all the scoop, okay? I'm getting ready to run to the grocery store. Now, these were things that were on my to-do list from yesterday, but yesterday was a really hard day for me, y'all. 100% transparency moment. Yesterday was really hard. Yesterday was Veterans Day. My dad was a Marine. So it was just, you know, a lot. And then getting texts, you know, people checking on me, and like, it was just a lot. Yesterday was a very heavy day. So when I tell y'all, I made French fries and I got in my bed. I mean, literally, I had potatoes, and I was skinning potatoes making French fries, because I was like, I don't have too much else in me, okay? And y'all, one of the things that I've been doing in my little hiatus is I've been going back through my content and just like privating some videos, vlogs that, you know, people no longer watch, that are years old, or hair products that are discontinued and you can't go get anyway, child. You know, just things that are just much older, and I've been going through and privating those videos. So just in case somebody was looking around like, girl, I know I had this saved on my watch later list, you might have. I don't know, y'all. It's just been very interesting trying to find like that new normal type of situation, because ultimately, like, I'm not gonna feel normal for a long time. Like, my dad is not here, okay? And it is not like every day I want to pick up the phone and call him, or I have a memory and I think about him, and like I just won't be the same for a while. And it's so funny because I am 26, I'll be 27 shortly actually, and I feel like, you know how they say your brain fully develops when you turn 25? I feel like I was finally getting my footing with that. Like, I was finally, like, things were starting to click, things were starting to make sense, and then boom, my dad is no longer here. So like, I'm back starting at level 1 and just trying to, girl, like, also be patient with myself, be kind with myself, do things for myself, all of the things. But also, like I said, I'm really on my neck. Like, I want this to be a hard reset for me, whether that's, you know, starting new habits, breaking old bad habits, you know, whatever the case may be. I want to use this time to be better. My dad would not want me to be crying, which I am anyway, sorry. But also, just like, I want to improve myself. I want to be better. So yeah, anyway, I finished the book. I finished Sweetly by Jackson Pierce. Now, I might have already included this in here. I don't remember if I did or didn't, child. But yeah, so if I did, I'll just cut all of this out and I will meet y'all on the other Saturdays. I really did enjoy this. However, I will say, I think I rated this 3.75. And I felt like it was a lot of world building. And the ending just came so fast. Like, I almost wanted more, but we could have just took away some of the details that honestly didn't matter. And then there was a lot of talk about, like, the Confederacy, like Robert E. Lee's boots, a Confederacy ball. Like, it just started to feel a little bit political at some points, and it didn't add anything to the story. Like, if it adds something to the story, then okay, but like, it didn't add anything to the story at all, and it just felt like filler details, and I wasn't too much a fan of it. Okay, so for me, I'm going to be unhauling this one. It was a good book, and I think that somebody else definitely will enjoy it, but it's not my type of mystery thriller. I don't know, because I did like it, but like, it's not something that like I would keep. It would be something that I recommend. It was something that I feel like pulled me out of, I wouldn't say I'm in a reading slump, but like, due to the circumstances, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is what I just finished reading. And I did pick up I did start a new book. It's on my Kindle, so I'll insert a pop-up of it, but it's called The Dating Prohibition by Taj McCoy. I'm only like 5% in, so I'm not going to tell you guys too much about that. But y'all, despite everything that's happened, I will say I have continuously received good news. So let me show you today's good news. Like I said, y'all, I made a massive order from Book Outlet, and girl, everything came. I think I got like 14 or 15 books. It was a $5.99 book sale, and honestly, I deserved. Okay, everything that's going on, the least we have to worry about is Tamia buying some books. Okay, but I did go ahead and pick up some books, and I'm going to do a whole separate book haul on this. But I do have a couple books. I'm going to show you guys 3 books that I'm most excited about from this haul, which your girl has been buying books like a drug dealer. Okay, like, it's absolutely sick. But the first book that I picked up is Ta-Nehisi Coates' The Water Dancer. Now, if you remember, at the top of this year, I read both of my books that I own by Ta-Nehisi Coates. So I read Between the World and Me, which is a reread. I've read that over and over and over and over and over again. I don't know, something calls in me that says, hey girl, it's time to reread it, and I do. And then I went ahead and read The Message, which is his newest book. And I actually picked up The Water Dancer. I couldn't tell you what this book is about. I actually couldn't tell you. I just know that I love Ta-Nehisi Coates. And they did have another book by him. I don't remember the title of it, but they did have another book. But I was like, girl, I'll save that for when I shop another sale. But I'm really excited to have more from this author on my shelf. Alright, y'all, the next one that I picked up is actually a YA, and y'all know I'm not a young adult reader type of girl, but this one I absolutely had to have. And ironically, this was actually in my Amazon cart, because y'all know my job be setting gift cards. So this was actually my Amazon cart, but I'm so glad that I looked and found it on Book Outlet, because $5.99 is a steal. And again, it's a hardcover. This one I have Audrey and Bash Are Just Friends by Tia Williams, and this is basically almost like a spin-off from 7 Days in June. Our main character is 7 Days in June. Her daughter, Audrey, she is a genius, okay? The girl knows what she's talking about, and this is basically her story. I want to say something happens where she was supposed to go to her dad's house in California, and he had to cancel, and so basically she's doing this checklist of things that she wants to do before summer's over. I'm pretty sure that's what the book is about, but I really enjoyed her character in 7 Days in June, so I of course had to pick it up, and for $5.99, of course. And then the last book that I'm gonna show y'all, because I've been sitting here talking for 15 minutes, yikes, but the last book that I'm gonna show y'all is actually called Hours, and it is by Philip B. Williams. Now y'all, look how thick this book is. Girl, I have absolutely no business with a 600-page book. Absolutely no business. But y'all, I picked this up because I saw this in Barnes and Nobles while I was on my break, maybe 3 weeks ago or so, and I was so tempted to pick it up, and I'm so glad that I didn't. But this book is like a magical realism, historical fiction, time travel type of situation. I'm gonna read the first paragraph to you guys. It says, this ingenious sweeping novel introduces us to an enigmatic woman named Saint, a fearsome conjurer who in the 1830s annihilates plantations all over Arkansas to rescue the people enslaved there. That's all we're gonna read. So yeah, y'all, like I said, I've been yapping, so we're gonna run to the grocery store to get these things, and then I will come back. Okay, now y'all, I only went and did the few little errands that I needed to do. I did go to Aldi's. I did pick up the apples and the pineapple, and then y'all, I love this vanilla sweet foam, cold foam situation, so I picked up another one of these because this is really, really good. Then I did go to Home Goods, and they had this cute little card. Like I said, I'm crafting my gift for my sister, so I picked up this. I picked up this vanilla pumpkin candle. Very vanilla forward, very light on the pumpkin, but... And then, y'all, it's always good to go in there. Home Goods, TJ Maxx, you know, after the holiday season, because all of that stuff is on clearance. So, I found this papaya mango hand soap by the Candle brand that I really enjoy. And then, as you guys saw, I did run into the dollar store. I actually also got these for Sydney's gift. You guys will see, but it's in like a 4-drink cup holder, so I want to decorate that a little bit. But I did find Take My Hand for $1.50, which is crazy. And then I just got tissues, sponges, just little random stuff. But just a quick little errands run for today. Okay, y'all, so I am back from my day of excursions. Child, not day, it was really like 2 hours of excursions, okay? And these are honestly typically just like my Saturday shenanigans, but I had to do it on Friday because today's my sister's birthday, and of course I will see her tomorrow. And so there's just a lot to be done, to be honest. I need to like, so okay, I basically got her gift idea from Pinterest, but it's basically a cup holder, and each compartment has like a different gift of sorts. So I saw some where it was like a drink, a candle, maybe flowers, maybe something else. So I decided to do that for my sister and just put a little spin on it. Of course, this year's birthday is a little bit different, though she is the first of us to have a birthday in general, but it's just tough. So I of course wanted to get her something, and we're gonna axe throne, which I think that I told y'all, which I think will be super beneficial for my family in general, because we need to blow off some steam, but also I think it'll just be good to do an activity, and then we might go out to dinner after. But let me show y'all what I got. So of course I had to run to Costco to get my girl some flowers. I felt like flowers would be great in this, but honestly I didn't think this all the way through, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna get her flowers to stay in the little container, because I didn't get her a vase, but I'm not sure. We'll see about that. I'm not sure, but I will be putting these in water tonight just so that they don't, you know, die. And then y'all, because I had to go to Costco, actually I got one more thing from Costco. I got this big paprika. I like to get a lot of my seasonings actually from Costco because they're, of course, the value side. So I like to get that because the little bottles that you get from the grocery store, girl, what you pay in a grocery store is pretty much the price of that bottle. Like, I think I paid maybe $8.99 for all of this paprika. So had to get that. And I'm not like a label snob type of person, so for me it was whatever. For dinner, I went ahead and picked up PF Chang's. Now listen, you either love or hate PF Chang's, but I really enjoy that crispy honey walnut shrimp, whatever it is. So good. And we only have one Costco here on my side. I want to say on my side of town, but it's still a cute 20-25 minutes away. So this is also where the closest PF Chang's is at. So usually when I go to Costco, I get PF Chang's. And then I did have to hit up both Sephora and Ulta for my girl because I just knew that I needed things from both. So from Sephora, I only picked up one thing, but it's two of the same thing. So I picked up this Laneige lip set. So it comes with two of them in the tube, and then it comes with three in the little jars. Now I keep the tubes in my purse, and then I keep the jars at home. We like to try the little jars. My mom has bought some. I don't really know how we got one to them, but we like to play around with the different scents and everything. As for the little jars, there is eggnog latte, chocolate, and I'm gonna give those two out of mine to my mom because I'm not interested. And then they also have in the jar caramel, and then in the tubes they have sweet candy and vanilla, which are the two that I really wanted to try. They actually had another set that had a gummy bear one, but that one was coming up more expensive. It was like $25, and I paid $16 each for both of those sets, which was great. And y'all, your girl will now have over $10 in points at Sephora, which we love to see that. And I think I might honestly have 10 at Ulta too. I recently used my points on a perfume at Ulta though, and I wasn't mad. I had like $30 in points. And then of course from Ulta, I only picked up a few things. And honestly y'all, I don't believe in getting somebody else a gift without getting me something too, okay? So I picked up just a few little things from Ulta. The first thing that I picked up was this tiny cute little lip balm, and this is actually for me. This is from that brand Essence. They come out with the lip oils that are $5 that I told you about that you should be going to go try. But I saw that they came out with this, and I definitely wanted to try it, and it's in like a birthday cake scent, so I picked this up for me. I also re-upped on the Tree Hut Merry Mint scrub. It's like their Christmas scrub. I want to say this was called like candy cane something last year, but it smells exactly the same. I think they only changed the name, but I love this. I have went through at least 3 jars of this, so I like to keep this around the holiday season. And then last but not least, I picked up a couple little face masks. So I picked up this Play It Cool, like it's a cooling freezable sheet mask, and then I picked up some cooling eye sheets, and then I also picked up just this yogurt and probiotics one. So I think I'm going to put these two in Sydney's gift and keep this one for me. And then of course the last thing I got for Sydney was a gift card to Pink. My girl absolutely loves Victoria's Secret Pink, so I picked that up for her. I ran to CVS really quickly because I had a 40% off coupon, so I picked up my little overnight period pads. I did a whole review on this, so if you're curious about my thoughts and all of that, I will link that up above. It's been a little minute, but you know, still applies. And then I did, y'all, crack and pick up this Listerine mouthwash. Now listen, I know the girls love TheraBreath and all of that, and I like TheraBreath too, but I ran out and I didn't realize that I didn't have another one, and I needed some mouthwash. And honestly, I just can't believe that it's like $20 for mouthwash. That just feels ridiculous to me. So I went ahead and picked up this good old Listerine, and I might order one off of Amazon with my gift cards that my job sent, but And then y'all, I did also, when I went to go get the gift card, actually I ran into the grocery store to get it, and y'all, I picked up the 7-Up, the Shirley Temple flavor, and I had to get this because there's this one creator, her name is Jayla Brene. I think she's a part of the Henry family. If you know, you know. But she keeps talking about it, and I hadn't seen it before, so I just decided to pick that up. So that was my little excursion for the day. Like I said, got me some PF Chang's, so I'm about to eat that, put these things away. I probably won't assemble Sydney's gift until tomorrow. I'll probably just, you know, set them to the side and keep it pushing, but that is what we did today. So I gotta say, I'm pretty darn proud. And I do think my hair lasted pretty nicely, and it should last for tomorrow. I'm going to pre-poo this week with the, what is it, the Curlsmith Bond Rehab Style. I did try that, but I just wasn't super impressed. And I don't know, it's a super hyped up product, so I'm going to try it again, this time on stretched hair, and after my hair has, you know, went through a protective style. So I'm sure there's a little bit of damage. I'm sure I need to trim all of the things, so we'll see how I feel about that. But for tonight, I'm about to sit on this couch and watch some TV. Hey y'all, so I am back. We are actually getting ready to go head out so we can go do this axe throwing. This is what my hair is looking like. And y'all, I will say I tried to do the little cup holder thing that I wanted to try, and everything that I got was just too big. I had a candle, the little gift set from Sephora. The only thing that really fit was like the gift card, the cards, like the little face mask and stuff, and that it just wasn't worth it. So I pulled out a bag from my gift bag collection, so we just put it in a bag, and then her flowers are literally right here. So I'm actually getting ready to head out, and I am going to go ahead and close the vlog. I'm going to include some footage from us axe throwing and everything. Hopefully I remember, because y'all know sometimes the girl be forgetting. But I just want to say thank you guys so much. I know this vlog was a little bit all over the place. This was my first vlog back, and I don't know, it just felt like, you know, still getting my footing, and it's probably gonna feel that way a while for me, to be honest. But I appreciate you guys so much for coming along the journey. Also, I feel like somebody is going to ask about this sweatsuit. This is actually from Pink. I got it. It was like, each set was, I want to say like $35, but it's literally just like a sweatpant suit, and it has like wide leg bottoms. Okay, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching to the end of this video. Stay tuned if you want to see some clips of my family doing the axe throwing. But I love you guys so much, and definitely will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
So these niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coffin out of your mouth. I'm way too